Alright guys, today we are out. She was pulling on the camera. We're out in the Bicentennial Park in Neosho, Missouri. It's a really unique place. There's some old homesteads out here from when the military took it over, ran everybody out. So let's get going. Well guys, like I mentioned, me and Sheba are out in the Bicentennial Park in Neosho, Missouri. It's just on the south side of Neosho off Highway 59. And this was an area, I shot a video from here last year, but that was back when I really didn't know what I was doing. Had a bad camera, didn't have Sheba with me. So I thought since we didn't have a whole lot of time, and the weather's kind of crappy, it's 41 degrees, misting, cold. It was supposed to be clear up today, but it didn't. But like I mentioned in the start up there, this land out here, and there's a lot of it, we're right on the border of Fort Crowder, an army base. And the military bought this land back in the 40s to train people for the World War, and they ran everybody out of here that lived in this area. My grandparents and their families lived out here, and they all moved off to Racine, Missouri, I think. My aunt was actually born out here. And here is what I was talking about. Some of the old homesteads. There's an old foundation. There's part of an old house right there. And this is small in comparison to some we'll come up to here in a little bit. But it makes it kind of a unique area. And I'm not worried about wearing orange today, because this is a wildlife refuge. There's no hunting allowed in here. The trails aren't marked, but I've been out here a couple of times, so I know where I'm at and where I'm going. So let's get to exploring. This is kind of a neat part of the trail. This is just a tiny little spring. It runs year round, and of course we get a lot of rain. It floods through here. The trail goes off that way, but you can also, if you can see it or not, there's a wooden bridge over there you can use to get across if you need to. But we're good today. Let's keep going. I hope the camera can pick it up. A lot of different birds out here. Of course, they were a lot noisier before I said something. All right. Guys, this is why I like coming out here. We just spooked a deer right over there. She was big too. Feeling like a big old bear running through the woods. And she took off that way. So we're gonna be nice and quiet. Maybe we'll see her again. Cool. Well, we just came from right over there. Got the sign for no hunting. The trail leads off that way. There's roads through here from where the military used to use this. I guess the conservation guys use it just to keep an eye on things. Once we get down to the bottom of this hill, there used to be some beautiful horses right down over there. We'll see if there is. And here in a little bit, when we get to a cool spot, I think anyway, we're going to stop and have a little lunch. We've still got more to see along the way. We've only gone a couple of miles. Well guys, unfortunately today there's one horse. He's right in the center of my screen, but my camera just doesn't zoom in that much. This is a little valley it opens up into. Pretty cool. Alright, let's keep going. Guys, this is the only part of this trail, and we came from right over there. It actually opens up into a big field. The rest of the time we're pretty much in woods, except for we get to this special place we're going to have lunch. I'm going to show you. I'm not going to give it away, but it takes me back to the 80s anyway. I'll explain more when we get there. Can you see that old house hidden in there? It's an old foundation. It's so cool to think people, lived there at one time. Now it's almost completely hidden. And up here is an even bigger one. And it's quite a bit grown up more since I was here last year. I can't tell what this was, if it was an old silo or a place to store water. I don't really know. If we come around this side, you can start to see it better. Because the front wall's down. I just think this is so cool, finding stuff like this out in the middle of nowhere. And what's funny is, I told you my grandparents are from this area. The garage that he had built at his house in Diamond, Missouri, was built the same way. Just out of rocks out of the field and mortar. It's really cool. The road heads that way. Well, we're going this way. See ya. Go, sheep. Yeah, good girl, good girl. Come. Well, guys, we are almost up to, we are up to the U.S. government property. And they make it perfectly clear you're not invited. Well, that sign right there. Alright guys, this is that old spot I was telling you about. This is an old military training area that is on the park side of the military property now. I don't know if there's any way. I got to this sign last time. It says medical badge training and rigging training, so I'm guessing that's what they used to do here. At this old building. Where they used to do their training at. And it's nice and dry, so I think this is where we're going to stop and take a break. Guys, I decided to get the alcohol stove out and make a little coffee. I'm just waiting for it to heat up. Sheba's done real good today. I've had her off the leash. She stayed right with me. No problems. I thought I wouldn't need the windscreen in here, but there's still a breeze blowing through here, so I got it going. We're gonna make some coffee. Chill out for a little while. Huh, Sheba? Got her some water. A friend of mine gave me one of those collapsible dog bowls. So she's got her some water. I got some food for her, and we're gonna have some coffee. See you in a little bit. Guys, I got a new piece of gear I'm trying out. Just got it in the mail the other day. That's my ribs front pack. Now it's backwards right now, but these things got a lot of room. Got room for my camera. And this side, well, it's hard to open with one hand, but I'm testing it out. It's carrying a lot of stuff. Knife, flashlight, my coffee kit, my wallet, my keys, my pistol, my camera, my snacks, Sheba's food, all kinds of stuff in there. So you'll be seeing more of that, and you've seen this pack before. I went over it one time. But I think it rides really nice. And it's sure nice having some of that weight off your back. So you'll be seeing more of that in later videos. Somebody found him a stick to chew on. Now she hears the gunshots. There's a rifle range way off in that direction where I went the other day. The coffee is done. And we got to get around. We got 3 miles or so to go. Don't we? Don't we, Sheba? And 2 hours before nightfall. I'm not worried about it. I know these trails. They don't want you in here after dark, but I don't need a map to get out. I got my GPS. I cheated. See ya. Alright, we were done with the snacks, aren't we? Yeah. Sheba's without her leash. We're getting back on the trail. Like I said, we only got It's 3:45. Sunset's at 1:30 or 5:30. So we don't have a whole lot of time to mess around. It's mainly just woods the rest of the way back. So I'll probably end with some pictures from here, unless I find something really cool. And then we'll see you back at the car. Lead the way, Sheba. No, it's not that way. Somebody's been out here marking these trails. First time I came out here, come from that direction, I went that way. Ended up at that big open field where I'd already been. And I was supposed to go this way. So we're going this way. Trail's getting a little hard to find. It's almost dark. Better keep going. Sheba's leading the way out. Go. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Go, go. You're sniffing the poo. My camera's about to die. I tried another battery I had in this pack that I forgot to charge. But we're heading out. She was leading the way. Guys, I took a different route so I could show you this for those who are interested. And it'll be up there in just a second. Alright guys, this is one of those, it's a part of that paved trail I told you earlier. I just took a shortcut to it since it's getting dark. And they built this. I've seen handicapped people and stuff come out here. That asphalt back here does a loop. And I'm going to end the video here because my batteries are dying.